everybody, welcome back to Listen I Have an Idea. It is day 17 of NaNoWriMo, and I haven't told you guys what I'm writing about yet, so I figure today I'm going to do just that. I am writing a Christmas themed novel. The idea came from me around last Christmas, and I just thought it was a really interesting idea and something I'd like to develop further. So throughout the year, I've been writing in my little journal, developing the characters, the story, creating little aspects of the world, and I am finally writing it. The basic plotline of the story is how the North Pole functions throughout the year. My story picks up in late March, right as soon as the school season starts. That way all of the kids can help out over Christmas and then have a well-deserved break. And my main character is starting his first day of university. Since my story takes place in the North Pole, I have made it a giant circular community that is completely enclosed by a giant dome. The interesting thing about this world is that I've divided it up into 14 different communities that serve a specific purpose for the North Pole. It is a very large community with about 20,000 people, so the 14 different areas of the world are divided up, and I'm going to show you what they look like. This is a very preliminary sketch of what it looks like. So as you can see, this is the world. Yes, it looks like that's a giant spoon in the middle. It's not. It is a river that leads to a giant pond. Now, I have purposefully left out all of the descriptions of what each place is. That way, you guys have to read my book once it gets published to find out. As I write it, I can envision the specific district. So there is a train system, and this is the train system page. You can't really see it. It is very dull, but each of these lines connects different trains to different platforms, and they're all color-coded, and they have their little platform letters here. Of course, this is my main character, Everett. I have planned him out pretty well, and I'm really happy with what I have for him so far. I have two pictures here, of course, Arthur from Arthur Christmas and Zach Clifford. He is not Arthur Christmas by any means. I didn't steal the character. I do have another character named Arthur who is the son of Santa Claus, but it's completely different from the movie Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas is one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I wanted to kind of pay tribute to that a little bit. So I kept the main character Arthur in my story. He's a completely different character. Doesn't have the same personality traits at all. He's older in this story. He has a stronger personality, and so I really made him his own individual. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the plot and things you might be questioning as I've been talking about my story so far. The people who live in the North Pole are not elves. I didn't want my book to be a fantasy novel with elves and dragons and other types of fantasy creatures. I wanted it to feel real, like people who are reading it who know a little bit about the North Pole can really understand and truly connect with the characters and the situations that they're going through. So I dropped the elf storyline pretty early on. I do want to tell you guys a little bit about the plot, but I don't want to give too much of it away. So I'm just going to tell you what happens in the first chapter. The first chapter starts with Everett waking up on his first day of university. He walks downstairs, says hello to his parents and his brother and sister, and then meets up with his best friend Felix and goes to school for the first day. On the way to the train platform, they meet up with one of their ex-best friends, Evangeline, also known as Evie, and their friendship has kind of fizzled out over the years. So on their way to school, it is quite awkward. Once they get to the university campus, they wait in a very large crowd to be greeted and to be told where to go for the first day. And that is when, for the first time in several years, Santa Claus, also known as Odin Claus, shows up to greet everybody on their first day. And that is when I end the first chapter. I am really happy with the way that my story is turning out so far. I'm on chapter 10, and I'm about 69 pages into it. It is turning out really well, and I'm loving the character development. So that is it for my novel so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the little synopsis that I shared with you. I understand that Christmas stories are not for everybody, as not everybody celebrates Christmas, but it's something that I've really wanted to write, and I am going for it this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow with another NaNoWriMo video, and until then, keep writing. Bye!